All right, good morning, good afternoon, good people. Listen, for those of you who didn't watch my live this morning, I did a live broadcast from a place called Paloma Loc. It was actually my first broadcast in many weeks because, like I said this morning, I've been pretty sick. However, this morning was like my first day out. I went to Kanduli. It's like a celebration, and then I went to right in the same place. I went to a herbalist that 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 heals you with herbs, and so I kind of had like a double whammy today. And once again, I want to give you some insights to the fact that you can, here in the Philippines, get excellent medical treatment for not so expensive, not such an expensive price. And what happened to me was I was able to be treated by some of the top doctors in St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Walaikum salam. In St. Elizabeth's Hospital here in General Santos City. And but before I go any further, I want to let you know that I'm a private kind of person. However, I'm gonna let you know that I'm having some personal tragedy in my personal life, and I'm gonna break the rule about my personal life on the vlog. So I'm gonna just let you be aware of that I'm gonna do that very shortly. So here's what happened. I got sick, went to the doctor, but I was able to choose the doctor. And what I did was, several people referred me to doctors. And the doctor that the most people had referred me to, that was the doctor that I went to, Dr. Catherine Hoy. So I went to Dr. Catherine Hoy. And Dr. Catherine Hoy, she's actually an internal medicine doctor, and she's a cardiologist. Wow. Yeah, so I hit the jackpot, right? And everybody was like, this doctor is like, she's like, top shelf. So anyhow, I go there, I tell her my problem and so forth and so on. So she orders all these tests to be done, blood tests, all of this, everything. So she tells me point blank, she says, I really need to put you in the hospital. I says, doctor, at all costs, we need to avoid that. I says, you need to treat me outside of the hospital. I says, I can't do the hospital thing again. So she says, okay, but I want you to know that this is not going to be easy, but we can do it. So here we go. She runs all these tests, and meantime, I'm actually becoming sicker and sicker. So she runs the test, and she says that you're going to need surgery. Okay? So she subscribes all this medicine for me, right? And she tells me, okay, you're going to need to go see this surgeon. So I went to see the surgeon. The surgeon says, hey, look, I can take care of this, but I need to put you in the hospital. I can't do this an outpatient. So I said, no, Dr. Hoy said that you can't. I said, call Dr. Hoy. So he called Dr. Hoy, they talked. He says, okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. And I'm gonna keep you out of the hospital. So he says, first of all, I want you to add this antibiotic, I want you to add this medicine, etc., etc. Okay, fine. So he says, okay, come on here and get undressed. We're gonna get started on this surgery. I'm like, whoa, really? So we do the surgery in his office. And so when he's finished, he says, well, look, he says, I could only do so much here because there's a problem. And I can't go any deeper without putting you in the hospital under anesthesia. So I'm gonna stop here. And you come back Monday. This was on a Friday. He says, you come back Monday, I want you to go get an MRI and get an x-ray. And I want you to take these medicines. So by then, your brother had turned sepsis, okay? I was burning up with fever. Some of the natives, I was burning up with fever. Oh yeah, here is, this is like a festival. It's going on every night here. So, once again, I was burning up with fever. And so, when I went to Dr. Hoy on Monday, I told Dr. Hoy that I was burning up with fever, so she gave me some guidelines to follow. Well, if your blood pressure gets this level, here's the men in blue. You know, they're protecting everyone. And you see, so anyhow, she gave me these guidelines to follow. So basically it was like, hey, if your blood pressure gets so low, you got to go to the hospital because the sepsis is then got out of control. And the antibiotic that I'm giving you is not going to do it. You're going to need IV. So I kept going, blood pressure, and I take salt. I do the things she told me to do to elevate my blood pressure every time it dropped. So I followed the guidelines and so forth, and I went back to see the surgeon. So now I go to see the surgeon, and the surgeon says, okay, well, look, there's something deeper, but from the last time you were here, it appears that whatever it is, I can access it better. It's not as deep as it was. Well, actually what had happened was, by me, what I believe, was by me becoming sepsis, I lost an extremely large amount of weight. And when, I just want you to see all the people here. And when I lost the weight, I guess this allowed him to have better access to what he needed to cut. So he performed the second part of the surgery, and he said it was okay. So he did it, everything, and I go home and I'm like feverish. I got fever again. My blood pressure is dropping again. So I followed the protocol through the night and the morning time. My blood pressure was okay. So here we go. So now I didn't had the surgery, and I'm recovering. So I'm sick. Now it's then got to the point that I can't stand up. I can't focus. I can't concentrate. I can't think straight. I can't, I'm effed up. So the doctor always says, okay, come see me. So I go see her. She says, listen, part of your problem is some of the medicine you take. Stop taking this, stop taking that. Cut back on your levothyroxine because you've lost a tremendous amount of weight, and that's too big a dose for your weight. So, good people, to give you an example, when the big man went to college to play football, he weighed 285. My freshman year, I needed to pump up to 315. So I did. So 315 up to 350 years to come. And I stayed in 300 from college days up until last week when I went to the surgeon and I was 250 pounds. So Dr. Hoyer was right. I had lost a tremendous amount of weight. The amount of levothyroxine I was taking was making me hyperthyroid again. I had too much thyroid going through my body again. And that makes you feel like you're hallucinating and all sorts of things. Okay? So what happened was I had to change my medication dosages. And when I changed that, then I started feeling better. Until today was like until like today, it was like the best I felt in maybe 6 weeks. And I just can't stop because I was so close. I felt I was so close to leaving here that I've ever felt in my life. No, I'm not going to say that I've ever felt in my life because I was told that I did have out-of-body experience when I had my heart attack. So I've had an experience closer to death than this, but to be feeling miserable and so forth and so on. But anyhow, let me explain to you. All of this process, all of these tests, everything, okay? By the grace of God, I was able to manage everything with the help of my children, taking care of business for me, okay? And because I really wasn't capable of doing it. And they took care of me so that I could take care of what I needed to take care of to get this medical treatment. And the medical treatment was for someone who has an income of, let's say, 1,800 pesos. You could have done it, and you could have managed it. 1,800 US dollars. You could have managed it, okay? So I want you guys to know that you don't have to be rich, okay? You don't have to be rich to, and for anyone who loves ladyboys, yeah, that's ladyboy, and you can't tell the difference here. So anyhow, you can manage it. You can get it done, and you can have the best of healthcare professionals tending to you. Okay, not just something that's that's going to take your money. No, you can have the best medical care in the Philippines, but you just got to know how to manipulate and manage the system. If you got a good doctors that's willing to work with you, monitor you, keep you out the hospital, man, listen, it can be done. I did it. I just done it. Okay? I don't owe nobody nothing but my kids, which I'm going to owe them till the day I die, because, that's the kind of kids I have. But anyhow, you don't have to think that you can't manage your health care. Okay? So I'm gonna leave you on that note. Then later on I'm gonna show you some actual tests, so forth, and some prices that I paid, like the surgery was the most expensive. The 2 surgeries were the most expensive. So seeing a surgeon 2 times is the most expensive. So just let you know that, the Philippines is a wonderful place, but is the good time in the Philippines really over with? Man, when you hear what happened to me, you're gonna agree that either something's wrong with me, or can't nobody in this country be trusted. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it's the big man is experiencing some drama on the personal front. Okay, so on the personal front, there is drama. Okay, and a lot of drama, and the drama is so bad. The drama is so bad until the big man is really contemplating on packing it in and getting HE double hockey stick out of the Philippines for good. And when I explain to you why, you'll see. But for those of you who do the sunshine thing, this may go over your head. So I'm going to tell you right now, don't even bother to watch it, because you go get it twisted and you're just going to be in a quagmire of negativity, dog poop. That means I have little respect for the Sunshine Group, right? I'm telling them up front that they won't even be able to handle whoa, Jack. They won't even be able to handle a conversation of this nature, So, hello, how's everyone?
Hi guys.
There it is. From the Philippines, there
Philippines.
it is. To the USA, California's burning. So anyhow, good people, I love the people here. They're all so friendly. Especially the kids. They like smart as a whip, man. You wouldn't believe that youngsters could be so intelligent and so, I mean, their personalities is just, it's just mind blowing, man. But anyhow, good people, the big man is thinking seriously about packing it in. You know, I've been hit with tremendously low blow, and nothing I've ever experienced like this in my life. But I'm gonna share it with you. Take care. God bless. See you guys in a little bit.